Yeah, so let's start the third part of the data science. So we have already seen that various AI applications in different areas. Today there is no area where AI is not being used. So we can see that how these applications which are there are being developed and who are the people, what are the job opportunities are there, how one can think of making a career in AI. So various career options are available for people who are interested in AI jobs. Almost every sector you will see, whether it is private sector or public sector or government or any other sector that you can think of, is definitely using AI, and they need AI professionals for their work to be carried out. Let's see the career in artificial intelligence. Now, career in AI definitely has a bright future. It is picking up. In fact, if you say look back, just 2-3 years back only, it has started, and today the steam has been generated so that more and more job opportunities are coming up. It only helps you to get a good job, but also helps in creating something that pursuing a career in this field has its own requirement. So you can see that if you are interested in this, you have to have some basic requirement, basic qualifications, and that may definitely take you to the level which you can't imagine even. So as AI may be pursuing a career in this area, you can learn the basics, and then you can start trying for the jobs. What are the kinds of jobs opening which are available? Like machine learning engineer. To become a machine learning engineer, you should have a knowledge of computing. That is, of course, a very basic requirement. You must have a good knowledge of a programming language like Python. You must have a good grasp of statistics, how the softwares are being created. All that must be known, and then definitely pursuing a proper course, you can definitely learn the AI and ML and become a machine learning engineer. Data scientist is another similar kind of opportunity, and here the data scientist is expected to possess technical skills, because his job profile, his expectations from a data scientist is definitely slightly more. He is expected to solve complex problems with their knowledge of programming languages like Hadoop, SQL, Spark, Python, etc., and with machine learning, statistics, and communication, which is definitely a basic requirement. Then business intelligence developer. As a business intelligence developer, you would design, model, and maintain complex data, as well as be able to communicate the terminologies related to AI to non-technical people as well. Because a business analyst or intelligent is expected to not only work for himself, he has to present it to the outside, and outside means that he may be their own people, their own staff members, but then you have to convince them, you have to present that what is the algorithm that you have used, how this outcome has come, and things like that. So it will be very helpful for the person who is a business intelligence developer to have a good knowledge of the entire domain. Then research scientist. If you are already into a scientific field, doing PhD or doing some higher studies, you definitely need some kind of a AI application to be used in your research area. Candidates, they can pursue any area that they want to, but definitely they should have a good knowledge of parallel computing. They may be needing NLP, that is natural language processing, machine learning, AI, and say similar kind of knowledge requirement may be there. Then big data engineer. Today, as we have talked about earlier, that big data means data from different sources. All types of data is becoming the part of your repository. So a big data engineer or scientist creates as well as handles the infrastructure and tools in order to get results from vast amounts of data. One must have a fair knowledge of languages like C++, Java, Python, Scala, along with experience of data mining and data migration, etc. So these are some of the requirements depending on the area that you want to work in. Then what is the difference between AI and ML? Now it is, as we have learned earlier also, that AI ML is something like overlapping. but there is definitely some difference between the two. So let's try and understand the difference between the artificial intelligence and machine learning. Now AI, where intelligence is used in the application of knowledge, intelligence is defined as ability to acquire and apply that knowledge. So that is why it is under the domain of artificial intelligence. Whereas ML stands for machine learning, which is defined as the acquisition of knowledge or skill. Then AI's aim is to increase chances of success and not accuracy. They are not concerned about the accuracy aspect. Whereas in machine learning, the main objective is to increase the accuracy. It does not care about the success. Then AI works as a computer program that does smart work. And machine learning is simple concept. It takes data and learns from the data itself. So that is why it is known as machine learning. It is learning, and the more it learns as the iteration goes by. Now in the AI, the goal is to simulate natural intelligence to solve complex problems. Whereas in ML, the goal is to learn from the data on certain tasks to maximize the performance of machine on this task. That is what we learned in the first tutorial, wherein we learned that the more iterations that you can go for, a better understanding of the performance will be there, and improvement in performance will always be there. AI is decision making. Now with the help of the AI, you are in a position to take the decision. ML allows system to learn new things and then helps in taking decisions. It does not take the decision by itself, but certainly it helps them. It leads to develop a system to mimic human to respond, behave in such circumstances. That is what the AI does. Whereas ML involves in creating self-learning algorithm. You have to keep on learning. AI will go for finding the optimal solution, whereas ML will go for only solution that help decide whether it is optimal or not. AI leads to intelligence or wisdom, whereas ML leads to knowledge. So you can see the difference between the two, and these are very thin differences. Now let's move on and try and understand some more details about the two, that is machine learning and AI. These are creating huge buzz worldwide. Today, if you see, the entire world is looking for good professionals in AI and ML, because there are huge applications possible in AI, and they are making the changes, huge changes, big changes are being done with the help of this technology. So the term machine learning and AI are often used very, very interchangeably, and that is where this difference which we discussed is very, very important to understand. AI is increasingly getting attention from enterprise decision makers. All those decision makers who are at the top in any organization, they want that a great help, which is possible with the help of the AI, is they are trying to use it, they want to make use of that. It's no surprise that AI use cases are growing, and they are growing at a very, very fairly high speed. According to research conducted by Gartner, an organization who keeps on doing the research from time to time, and they say that the smart machines will achieve mainstream adoption in next year, and with the 30% of large companies using AI. So that is what the kind of a prediction that they have, and that is where the AI usage is increasing. These technologies, which can take the form of cognitive computing, machine learning and deep learning, are now tapping advanced capacities such as image recognition, speech recognition, and use of smart agents and predictive analytics to reinvent the way organizations do business. So all these areas are expanding further and further with the help of the AI and ML. Combined with other digital technologies, including the IoT, the Internet of Things, a new era of AI promises to transform the businesses, and that is why these things are going to help the businesses in a very, very big way. Now let's see some of the applications in almost every organization. Marketing is a very common area of activity in every organization, and how they are using in marketing the applications of AI. Now here, marketing analytics. For marketing analytics, they are trying to connect all their marketing data and KPIs, automatically empower the organization's teams to complete and share the entire activity that they perform. And the outcome of that, the return on marketing investment, that is always kept in view. That is, you are spending and you are getting the expected results also. Then mobile marketing. Similarly, you can see that mobile is becoming almost a big area of marketing. And in this, the personalized individual messaging based on each customer's real-time and historical behavior, which is the area of application. And then there again, they are trying to find out the return on their marketing investment. Then human resource. Now, human resource is another area where AI is being used for hiring. It is leveraging AI to attract, screen the candidates, engage it, hire the best possible employees, and the matrix is that it gives the satisfaction to the employee and the employer, both to both mutual satisfaction. The performance management, from time to time the organization wants to evaluate how the employees are doing. So you can, using AI, one can manage the employees' performance effectively and fairly without hurting their motivation. So without their knowledge also you can evaluate them, and that is again a kind of satisfaction to the employee. Then retention, HR retention is a big problem, particularly in the technical or tech industries. You would see that people leave just at the drop of the hat. So there one can easily predict which employees are likely to churn and improve their job satisfaction to retain them. Employee satisfaction and employee retention is the outcome of that. Next, you can see that in health tech, medical industry or health industry is again a big candidate for the AI and ML uses. Patient data analytics. Now you can see that today patients should be observed for every activity that is being done, whether it is some medical diagnostics are taking place or medicines are being given or whatever. And that means they analyze patients and or third party data to discover insight and suggest action. And the outcome of that is patient satisfaction, mortality rate is increasing. That is what the outcome of that. Then personalized medications and care. With the help of the AI and ML, one can expect a personalized attention, because as a patient everybody wants that he must be given the maximum attention, and that is possible with the help of the AI and ML. One can get the best treatment plans according to the patient data, and the outcome of that is patient satisfaction, mortality rate, etc. Drug discovery, which is a very big important aspect of any health industry. You can find new drugs based on previous data and medical intelligence. Like we all know that about the corona, the vaccines are being developed in the research laboratories. Still, of course, no definite result has come, but soon it is expected that the vaccines will come out. So there again, it is going to be a very big help for the health industry. And definitely we have to see the cost of the research. Fintech is another industry which is upcoming, and where you can see that fraud detection is a very big area of concern. It leverages the machine learning to detect fraudulent and abnormal financial behavior, or use AI to various areas, and you can see that operational cost does not go high. InsurTech or insurance industry is also using AI and ML, and they are also leveraging machine learnings to quote optimal prices, manage claims effectively, and improve customer satisfaction. And operational cost is again a very important aspect of that. Financial analytics platform leverage machine learning, natural language processing, and other AI techniques for financial analysts. And again, trading income is the outcome of that, which needs to be monitored. Then customer service, call analytics. If a customer calls, or the individual call, the customer care executive calls, whosoever calls, What is the kind of description that is advanced analytics on call data to uncover insights to improve customer satisfaction? Because ultimately the objective is the customer should be satisfied. So the metrics for that is customer service effectiveness, customer contact analytics, advanced analytics on all customer contact data to uncover insights to improve customer satisfaction. That is again a very important aspect of the customer handling or customer care. Customer service effectiveness is the outcome of that. Chatbot. Today you can see chatbots are replacing the individual. If you call to a call center or a customer care center, you would see that most of the times it is the robot or the chatbot is going to answer your query. It may be 24/7 functioning, intelligent, self-improving chatbots to handle most queries which are coming into the call centers. And again, the purpose is, the objective is the customer service effectiveness. So let's try and understand the skills a data scientist or a machine learning engineers need to get a good job, a satisfying job. Data science competencies groups are, if you look at the data science competence includes 5 areas. That is data analytics, data science engineering, human data domain expertise, which is very important, data management, scientific methods or business process management. Now these are the 5 important areas which a data science scientist is expected to have good knowledge. Scientific methods, design experiments, collect data, analyze data, identify patterns, hypothesize explanations, and test hypothesis. Now then the next is business operations. Operations strategy, how to plan that, design that, and deploy, monitor and control, and improve the redesign if required. So all that you can see is available within this picture, which is available in front of this on your screen, and you can see that all that those things are very much required to become a good data science competent person. The skills a data scientist must have. Like the magazine called Analytics India magazine conducted a kind of a study, data science skills study, to understand key trends driving skills economy and how data scientist tool chains are evolving, because still it is in the evolutionary stage. The survey has come up with the cheat sheet with 10 must-have kind of skills to get a good job in data science. And these are, some of them are mentioned, that is maths and statistics, then domain knowledge and soft skills, programming in database, communication and visualization. Now those 10 requirements which should be there with any data scientist, like sound knowledge of machine learning and deep learning. Both this machine learning and deep learning is very much required. Then deep understanding of algorithm, because unless he has a good understanding of the algorithm, whatever he has seen or he is involved in, he will not be able to develop them. Python is the language which is extensively being used. You may use other languages also. It may be R or it may be Java or any such language. Then knowledge of Python libraries, because your the work can definitely be very, very helpful with the availability of the Python libraries. Then the knowledge of GPU, graphics processing unit. Now this is something which is very much helpful for handling the large data. And CUDA, that is compute unified device architecture, which is a part of the NVIDIA and which is developed over the C programming language. A good knowledge of cloud service, because clouds is the next thing which one has to go in for if you are AI ML professional. A strong command over visualization tools. There are so many tools which are available. Then knowing your way around GitHub. Now GitHub is a huge repository where all kinds of problems and solutions are available. This GitHub was created by Microsoft, and one can go to this repository for any kind of a solution that he looks for. Notebook as a choice, that is IDE, interactive data environment, and there may be many such IDEs available like PyCharm, Jupyter, RStudio, etc., etc. Then expertise Hadoop, because if you want to develop or use huge data, big data, you have to you have to use a database, and which is handled by Hadoop. Now, in summary, if you see, in the long term, artificial intelligence is going to be something that proves to be a technology that is intriguing and frightful. It is frightening, and in the sense that it might trick us, humans, and all that we can imagine might become a reality someday. But at the same time, it will also enhance the capabilities and creativity of humankind. It may one day, AI will take us through time and space. Who knows? We just have to wait and watch and see that how the tables turn. So with that, we conclude the data science, the basic introductory about AI and ML. Once we complete this, then we move on to the next aspect. So thank you for the time now. Thank you.